Hello everyone, I am Professor S.N. Manek, Assistant Professor, Department of Processing and Food Engineering, working in Kekewa College of Agricultural Engineering and Technology, Nashik. Today we will learn about HACCP. What are the different applications of HACCP and what are the benefits of the HACCP? So first of all, we will see what is the application of the HACCP. So first of all, first application of the HACCP is that assemble a HACCP team. Okay, in that application you have to make a team of such a peoples which know the knowledge about whatever unit operations or uh, processes which are carried out in the that processing industry. Suppose as per the identifying different hazards, already we have covered the different types of hazards, what is mean by hazard, and what are the different types of hazards as per their type. Once we have learned different principles of the HACCP, in that our first principle is to identify the hazards, then make the critical control points, then establish that critical limits. Okay, then as per these type of hazards, uh, whatever knowledge regarding that such a peoples we have to appoint in that team. Okay, for example, suppose regarding to biological hazards, we need a person which knowing the information regarding microbiology. Then regarding chemical hazards, suppose information regarding chemicals, we need the chemical person, that is suppose chemical uh, MSc student or the chemist we need here. Then engineer we need. Suppose whatever machineries which are requiring in that processing industry, their working principle or how it will be get operated. That all the standard procedure regarding that operation, that should be get explained or that should be known by that person. Okay. Then information regarding food processing, means whatever suppose we are developing a new product, in that case their physical properties, chemical properties. Okay, then regarding their quality assurance, all the things, those persons which has all these persons we have to make in that team. Okay, so by getting all these persons we have to make a assemble a HACCP team. Okay, so that whatever uh, operations will be carried out in that industry will be get smoothly operative. Okay, then after, once your team has prepared, then you have to describe your product. Okay, means description regarding product, like relevant information of that safety, that is composition of your food product right from the raw material and up to the preparation of the finished products. Then physical structure, chemical structure, then whatever different processes which are carried out with respect to that food product, right? Heating treatments or the cooling treatments, then different packaging treatments, then the storage conditions and durability or the shelf life of that commodity, and how you will distribute that commodity. So all these information should be get explained by that particular management system. Okay, to that peoples or the which are in the team of your HACCP. Okay, after describing your product, you have to identify the intended use and the consumers of the food. See here, whatever products which are preparing in that food industry, they are after use or for what purpose they are going to be used. According to their use, you have to make the changes or you have to make the precautions previously in the industry while they are going to be prepared. Okay, suppose we take the example of milk. Suppose milk, it is after distribution, it is used for the direct consumption or for making the different products from that milk, or many sweets can be prepared by the milk. So what should be the use of that basic food? Okay, so their proper storage temperature and their packaging conditions, as per their intended use, you have to identify it initially. Okay, so these things we have to first identify as per the consumers of the food. Then construct a flow diagram. Okay, which are the unit operations which are carried out in the that processing industry, right from the reception of raw material up to their finished products. Okay, so that things you have to make in the flow sheet. Okay, so we have to make a construct a flow diagram of all these processes. That's why your work will be get smoothly, and according to these steps or according to the flow diagram, whatever peoples are working in that every step, it will get knowledge regarding that particular unit operations, or efficiently they can work with that particular unit operation. Then by constructing a flow diagram initially on the drawing sheet, after next your work is that you have to on-site confirm that flow diagram. You have to on-site verify that things. Our next application is what? On-site confirmation of the flow diagram. Whatever you have make in the flow diagram, whatever steps you have decided, that steps whether they are working properly or not, means suppose raw material reception, then which kind of hazard they are present in that raw material. Okay, by identifying suppose you have identified this kind of raw material, so in that condition whether it is true or not, then suppose you have decided a particular critical limit for that identifying that kind of hazard. In that condition you are going to be monitor that kind of things whether they are true or not. Okay, so all this their accuracy, we have to verify their accuracy. Okay, just you don't need to make the flow sheet and as per their your flow sheet blindly you don't do anything. You have to just verify all the things, and by verifying your product will becomes more safer. Otherwise it will not have the safer food, it will become a poisonous food material. So all the things you have to verify by visiting that site initially. Okay, so these are some applications of HACCP. Right from there, first application was what was the first application? You have to assemble a team. After that you have to describe their product, then you have to make the flow sheet, and after that due to the intended use you can identify their intended use and make some changes regarding that use. And last one is on-site verification. Now we will move toward the benefits of the HACCP. Why it is need to apply this HACCP? Why all the processing industries are using this HACCP? So most of the factors are having some benefits, like customers and industrialists or the companies as well as government. First of all, industry got the benefit of because of the HACCP, that whatever loss will be happen while preparing any food product, that may get avoided by the provision of these HACCP principles or the HACCP technique. Okay, because you are preparing a safer food. Okay, with the with the superior quality products, so that your business will be get more, then more and more market will you will obtain. So there may be the profit to get profit will be obtained by the industry or the company due to production of such a safer food. Then according to the customers also got the safer food or the certified food due to the application of this HACCP. Okay, so their health problem will be get reduced. Then in case of a government, when all the companies are by following this HACCP principle, are they preparing the good quality or standardized quality products? In that case, we get the international market for these food products, so that we get the more foreign currency. Also, whatever cost we have to give for the government on the peoples which are suffering from some health problem. So on these health issues, such a kind of money should not be get should be get minimized, or such a kind of provision of this kind of money on the health problem will be get minimized, so that kind of benefit also get the government. So all these are the benefits of the HACCPs. So in this lecture we have learned about the application of HACCP and what are the different benefits of HACCP, why we need to apply this HACCP for the every food product or for the every food processing industry. So thank you.